Brian instructed us that you did reach out to him and advised us that you have made a decision on all 17 counts with the exception of one count. I don't need to know which count it is. I do at this time need to read what we call the deadlocked jury instruction. We are back on the record of docket 25-1892 FC, People of the State of Michigan versus Enrico Brooks. The jury contacted Brian at 2:54 via telephone and advised that they were hung on one count. We then reached out and waited for all of you to appear. It's now 3:28, and my preference would be to read them the deadlock instruction and ask them to work a little bit longer. If they can't reach a verdict in the next half hour or so, we'll break and let them work tomorrow.
Your Honor, I think that is best to do, to let them keep trying today, even if it just ends up being that they simply can't on the one count.
Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Did I understand the jury's question to be that they have reached unanimous verdicts on all counts save one?
Yes. So I will read the deadlock instruction.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I have no objection to that.
Okay, the jurors, please.
That would be my preference, just legally can't.
All rise.
Good afternoon, please have a seat. Brian instructed us that you did reach out to him and advised us that you have made a decision on all 17 counts with the exception of one count. I don't need to know which count it is. I do at this time need to read what we call the deadlocked jury instruction. You've returned from deliberations indicating that you believe you cannot reach a verdict, and that would be on the one count. I'm going to ask you to please return to the jury room and resume your deliberations in the hope that after further discussion, you will be able to reach a verdict. As you deliberate, please keep in mind the guidelines I gave you earlier. Remember, it's your duty to consult with your fellow jurors and try to reach agreement. If you cannot do so without violating your own judgment, to return a verdict, you must all agree, and the verdict must represent the judgment of each of you. As you deliberate, you should carefully and seriously consider the views of your fellow jurors, talk things over in a spirit of fairness and frankness. Naturally, there will be differences of opinion. You should each not only express your opinion, but also give the facts and reasons on which you base it. By reasoning the matter out, jurors can often reach agreement. If you think it would be helpful, you may submit to Brian a written list of the issues that are dividing or confusing you. It will then be submitted to me, and I will attempt to clarify or amplify the instructions in order to assist you in your further deliberations. After I consult with both counsel, we reach agreement as to what information, if any, we can provide to you. When you continue your deliberations, do not hesitate to rethink your own views and change your opinion if you decide it was wrong. However, none of you should give up your honest beliefs about the weight or effect of the evidence only because of what your other fellow jurors think, or only for the sake of reaching an agreement. So today, we need to be done about 4 o'clock, 4:15 maybe. If you haven't reached agreement, there's no time limit, then you would return tomorrow at 9 and you can work as long as you wish. And if you're not able to reach agreement, again, you can let us know that and we'll decide from there. But according to the Supreme Court rules, I always have to give you this deadlocked jury instruction to ask you to reconsider everything and talk it over and just go back and try again. Okay? So do your best and let us know. Thank you.
All rise.
Anything else for the record?
Not from the people, Your Honor. I'll be close by.
Satisfied with the court's reading of that instruction. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all for this record. We stay in recess for call of the jury. Thank you.
Thank you.